Hi, this is Javin Kharod, chemical engineer by profession, going to continue on today's topic, preventive heat exchanger fouling. Now, what is that? Fouling is the formation of unwanted material deposited on heat transfer surface during process, heating and cooling while operating exceptionally challenging conditions in handling difficult material such as sewage and wastewater. Even the best designed heat exchanger will be subscribed to fouling. Impact of fouling in heat exchanger has been recognized since 1910 when the first research the issue was conducted. Since then, there have many developments from planet solution to standard good practice such as maintain flow rate, carefully controlling temperature. A well-designed heat exchanger will take standard fouling factor and material. It is also handled into account the specification stage, ensuring all sufficient heat exchanger when normal level the fouling are experienced in operation. Now, what is fouling? The most common definition of fouling in relation heat exchanger is the deposition, accumulation, unwanted material such as scale, suspended solid, insoluble salt, and even algae in the internal surface of heat exchanger. Depending on material involved, this fouling can occur the primary and surface surface of the exchanger and sometimes both at once. Heat exchanger importance. Fouling has significant impact on heat transfer across heat exchanger surface and therefore overall operational performance and the economy of the process. The build-up fouling also reduces cross-section area of the tube or flow channel and increases resistance of the fluid passing over the surface. This side effect combined increases pressure drop across the heat exchanger, reducing flow rate and aggravating the problem further. In the worst cases, the heat exchanger quickly becomes long. Corrosion of the heat exchanger can occur depending on fouling deposit involved, which can often hidden fouling layer itself. This shortens the working life of the heat exchanger. Can occur industries and most of heat exchanger design the impact ranging heat transfer degradation to flow resistance pressure drop by forming fine insulation heat transfer surface reducing heat transfer fouling undermine heat exchange efficiency in catastrophic failure. Now fouling factor. The fouling factor represents theoretical resistance heat flow due to the build-up fouling layer on the tube surface heat exchanger. In practice, fouling factor are often overstated by the end use attempt to minimize the frequency cleaning. The reality, however, using wrong fouling factor may actually result in more frequent cleaning. The fouling factor is a mathematical value that represents thermal resistance of the deposit and effective ratio between the transfer coefficient of clean heat exchanger and same unit after fouling. The standard value are available for number the common liquid and gases such as fuel oil, seawater, and alcohol vapor. However, many materials include those with highest fouling factor such as sludge. It is best analyzed substance to achieve an accurate result. Sign of fouling. One of the first signs, the fouling beyond design parameter, loss of performance, heat transfer deterioration, and increases pressure drop can sometimes be seen. Fouling buildup, it is undesirable indicator of heat exchanger performance and not effective, reliable monitoring heat transfer performance. In simple terms, there are different types of fouling. There are such as chemical fouling. On scaling occurs chemical changes within fluid. The fouling layer deposit on the tube surface. A common example, scaling, kettle or boiler cause hardness salt deposit on heating element, solubility salt reduces increases temperature. The light scaling increases rising temperature, concentration and pH level. Such effects are minimized by careful control. Tube wall temperature, contact with fluid. Chemical fouling must be removed by either chemical treatment or mechanical descent. Now, biological fouling is caused to growth of organisms such as algae, with the fluid, the deposit on surface heat exchanger, while outside direct control heat exchanger design. It can influence choice of material. For example, non-ferrous brass material are poisonous. Some organisms, this type of fouling also remove either chemical treatment or mechanical brushing process. Deposit fouling. There are also sedimentation fouling occurs practice contained with the fluid settle on the surface, usually when fluid velocity falls below critical level. Good heat exchanger design include calculation, the critical velocity, any combination, fluid and particle. They should result in minimum working velocity above with critical level. Mounting heat exchanger vertically can also minimize effect the gravity pull the practice and particle out of heat exchanger away from heat transfer surface. Low velocity level deposition fouling normally remove mechanical by brushing or scraping. The corrosion fouling. They occur layer of corrosion product build up on the surface of the formation. The extra layer, the material that often has thermal resistance, it cannot confuse the corrosion occurring under the fouling layer. The mentioned previously, carefully use corrosion resistance material such as stainless steel, key factor preventing corrosion fouling. Now it's preventing and reduces fouling. In all cases, prevention is better than care. It's always. Preventing or reducing fouling will be cheaper and more effective, maintain heat transfer performance than removal in clinic. Some method reduces each type of fouling has already been discussed using corrugated tube, heat exchanger construction, beneficial in the preventing both deposition fouling and chemical fouling. Deposition fouling is reduced due to greater level turbulence, lower fluid velocity. The chemical fouling often reduced because enhanced heat transfer coefficient produce corrugated tube result wall temperature being closer the bulk fluid temperature of the working tube. The surface heat exchanger will also have effect the rough surface. They are known collect particle increases fouling the smooth polished surface that had achieved tube 9 304 and 316 stainless steel with also minimized foul. In occur all industries and most of heat exchanger design with impact ranging heat transfer degradation, low resistance, pressure drop, forming the calm, insulation heat transfer surface, reducing heat transfer, fouling undermine heat exchange efficiency, the cost, type and causes fouling, how to detect fouling, how to clean your heat exchanger, how to prevent fouling, cost of fouling, fouling prevention heat exchanger typically focus around heat exchanger itself. However, fouling and heat exchanger performance can be affected system characteristics that present both the before and after heat exchanger. The characteristic can include varying product property, product handling driver, heat exchanger, operational performance, other equipment such as pump, valve, back pressure. In short, post fouling, there are many variables. The production inefficiency, the pressure drop, and poor heat transfer, maintain time, equipment, removal heat fouling deposit, clean equipment and chemical, hazardous cleaning solution disposal, reduces service life and added energy cost, production loss from shutdown, replacement, plug equipment, decrease, regeneration efficiency. Now it's type of fouling, the most common occurring type, fouling and aging. Hygiene, pressure fall onto four main type. Instruction, the accumulation, crust and coating proceed to mineral, cleaning agent, surface, heat exchanger part, scaling, the type of cause calcium carbonate, calcium sulfate and silica, sediment, count, the corrosion product, metal oxide, slit aluminum and diametric organism and their extract, biological growth, sources, the biological input, bacteria, nematode and protozoa. There are different types of fouling which can accordance number of factors such as operating condition with the heat exchanger. There are also different terms globally for different type fouling and can lead confusion about actually happening particular situation. Causes the fouling heat exchanger. Several variables contribute fouling including water, pH, product viscosity and roughness, compartment surface among many others. Together, variable can express fouling factor, numerically represent resistance heat transfer or thermal resistance in the system. The fouling factor such as fluid velocity, fluid temperature, fluid chemistry, material of fabrications. How to detect fouling in heat exchangers? Fouling detection typically occurs physical inspection, monitoring system performance. Physical inspection include measuring fouling thickness, lead pipe or tube, heat transfer. Because of insulating property, fouling heat transfer can fall outside operating specification. Pressure drop increases between heat exchanger inlet and outlet. Many indicate fractional resistance flow pipe caused by fouling deposit. Monitoring temperature and pressure. They are best way. Troubleshoot. Detect fouling, heat exchanger, instrument measure and report critical variable that can indicate heat exchanger fouling. Monitor temperature. Fluid passing through heat exchanger. Temperature drop may indicate loss of heat transfer. Cause fouling. Pressure transmitter. Detect pressure drop between the heat exchanger inlet and outlet. Flow meters indicate decreases time. They may cause build-up fouling material, pipe and legs. Heat exchanger cleaning. The cleaning is required. Maintain heat exchanger efficiency. Cleaning in place, equipment circulate, cleaning chemical and rinse plus interior surface of the heat exchanger without disassembling them. The proper flow rate ensure the effective mechanical action. Fluid during cleaning. Some of the manufacturers recommend minimum 1 feet per second velocity approves heat exchanger plate, but requirement vary by manufacturer. During cleaning the product side, the flow rate should always at least same the production flow rate. The increases flow rate may require some cases, for example, milk sterilization and processing viscous liquid or liquid content particles. Now, scaling. The cleaning instructions or scaling process remove calcium carbonate, calcium sulfate and silicate from plate surface. Cleaning agent must be compatible with both plate metal and composition gasket. The titanium and stainless steel plate never use hydrochloric acid. Also never use water or more than 300 part per million chlorine during preparation of cleaning solution. In every case where chlorination and non-titanium equipment cannot be avoided, consult your equipment supplier. Removing sediments. Sediment most commonly consists of oxide, salt, alumina, diatomic organism and their excrement. Sediment accumulate because of release the mineral and other particles from fluid during processing cycle and both settle and deposit heat transfer surface. Removing biological food. When using heat exchanger, increases temperature and processed food, biological food such as bacteria, protozoa can occur. Removing the growth require some attention. Plate and gasket composition as instrumentation. Manufacturer can provide more detailed information. Cleaning and sterilization for specific equipment. Now, very important, cell and tube cleaning. Cell and tube exchanger operate comparatively low internal fluid velocity, so they are more susceptible fouling. Plate heat exchanger to maintain efficient operation. Higher transfer coefficient keep cell and tube heat transfer clean. Cleaning chemical depend on such variables. Plate and tram heat exchanger cleaning compound must be compatible with heat exchanger metallurgy. In all cleaning process, operation must be proper protective equipment such as safety gloves, eye protection to avoid injury. While some of whom the following are unavoidable, careful design, choice of the right heat exchanger. The example corrugated tube can go long way to minimize effect. The first step should always analyze product and service code, circulate account fouling factors, and this is followed by good design. Ensure adequate fluid velocity, temperature, other operating parameters. Now provide much information. Design phase, undoubtedly best way. Keep heat exchanger running effective for many years. Okay guys, this is the fouling in heat exchanger and this related cleaning. I hope you get sufficient knowledge after watching this video. Next Sunday we cover some another topic, chemical engineering. Till then, goodbye. Do take good care of yourself.